And our friends are here again from the United States Embassy right in Kingston. Let me see now. Let's start with the lady. You're now a broadcaster. You cannot take over this program.
Yeah, they asked me. He said, "Terry, you want your own show?" And I said, "Yes, I do. I'm going to take over Vernon's spot." No, nobody could take your place, Vernon.
Oh, that's not true.
Nobody could take your place, but I am here. Yeah, I'm here.
Terry Days, good to have you again.
Thank you.
Right, and we have a new man. In Jamaica, so we need to rag him because it is his first time. I don't think. Yeah,
no, I was in here before. Yeah,
second time.
Yeah, he's been here before.
Second time. Joseph Kim, good to have you again.
Good to be here again.
Right, and both of you were here for the Christmas season and the New Year?
I was here for the Christmas season and the New Year, and this is my second one in Jamaica, and it was I love the Christmas fireworks. Because we don't do that in the States. We do just we do them at New Year's, and we do them at 4th of July.
Right.
But to see them on Christmas, I thought was really nice. It's like it's such a
So you went downtown?
No, I was at my house, but
you could see it
I could see it. I could see it from my house. Yeah, I'm a homebody, Vernon. I like to, but Jamaica's gotten it out of me. I do go out a little bit more than I used to. So
yes.
I'm getting there.
I'm like that too. I'm a home person too, but I just love to see fireworks. And Joseph, what about you? How you enjoyed your?
Oh, Christmas was great. This is one of the first years I've actually had a Christmas where it wasn't cold. So I know a lot of people back in the States believe white Christmas is a traditional Christmas, but I'm okay with breaking with tradition for a couple of years.
So you have a green Christmas in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right. And you got any sorrel?
Sorrel?
Yes.
I mean, I've been drinking sorrel tea. If you mean.
Like we had a little Christmas gathering, and they passed out sorrel, and we drank some of that. And you know what I wanted to try was the cake
with white rum.
No.
I can't manage that.
No, I can't manage that. But we had the Christmas cake or the fruit cake, I think.
Yes.
Which was I think it's pretty similar to American style, but it was good. I liked it.
So I take it sorrel is a traditional Christmas drink.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you have some information to give us about your library, and also I understand that you have a grant, which I'm sure many persons and also organizations in Jamaica should be interested in. Which one do you want to start off with? You want to talk off with the cultural preservation grant?
Well, we do. We have some information that about the U.S. Ambassadors Fund for Cultural Preservation grant. We have it's a fund that was created by the U.S. Congress in 2001 to give grant awards to preserve cultural heritage around the world. And you can go on to www.grants.gov for more details about the requirements for that. And you can also visit our website, which is kingston.usembassy.gov, or email us at kingstongrants@state.gov to find out about deadlines and requirements and what you need to do. And they have awards ranging in price from $10,000 US to $150,000 US. So if you have ideas about ways
that's significant.
That's significant.
Yes,
it's very significant. And cultural heritage and cultural preservation are things that we want to maintain, because our cultural heritage is our history, and
it says a lot about who we are.
Exactly. It says about who we are. So you can go on to the website or any of the website or the email address that I said a little bit earlier, and the deadline for that is January 15th. So it's going to be in a few days. So you might want to, if you're just hearing about it now, you might want to go there right away to find out more information.
There'll be no extension. Absolutely, right?
Right. No extensions. No extensions. So get over to the website. It's www.grants.gov for cultural preservation.
And I'll also be posting that on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Vernon L. Derby. So definitely you need to jump on that. I can think of places like the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission and other organizations. I think they need to get on check that out. Even the National Consumers League, they could look at probably traditional cooking.
Right. Definitely. There's lots of rich cultural history in Jamaica that could be learned about and researched through projects like this. And we're happy to give you all the information that you need to to be a part of it.
Right. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media, the People's Program. I know you want to tell us about another facility that you have there at the United States Embassy. And I think I would encourage all my listeners and myself to make use of that facility. You want to tell us about that? Who's going to take that one on?
Well, I can talk about that.
Yes, go ahead, Joseph.
It's a great program. It's a program that we actually have at multiple embassies around the world.
Yes.
We have what's called an Information Resource Center that has information, books, magazines, electronic resources about U.S. politics, history, economics, culture. It even has resources for children, children's books, some works of fiction. So it's a great place to come and get some information about the U.S., to get contacts if you for academics who are interested in researching in the U.S., and for college students or for people who want to pursue education in the U.S. We offer services there that help with preparing for college applications, the various standardized tests, and it's open to everybody. It's open to everybody in the public in Jamaica. So there's no restrictions. But we do ask that people who are coming in make appointments if they aren't already members. If they do plan on using it frequently, it might be worthwhile to apply for a membership. To become a member, all you need to do is submit an application form and 2 passport-size photos, and you can do that online, or you can call and make an appointment. I
tell you what, we're going to go delve into that some more after listening to this caller, because I definitely want to encourage my listeners to be involved. And I will also encourage myself. All right, let's now hear from Rhea. Rhea, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Darby. How are you?
Not bad. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Catherine.
Good to have you.
And good morning to the consulate as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. A few questions I have here regarding non-immigrant H-4 visa. Are children under 12, are they to attend the interview?
I'd be happy to take this question. So you're applying for H-1B, correct?
No, H-4.
You're applying for the H-4. So your spouse is...
yeah, my spouse is the older of the H-2B.
Okay, so
what's the H-4?
Oh, H-4 is a dependent of an H-1B visa. So that's someone who's going for a specialized job in the U.S. So no, your children, if they're under the age of 14, do not have to come with you to the embassy.
Okay.
If they are over 14, they will have to, though.
Okay, they're all under 12.
Okay, no, you do not need to bring them. You're welcome to bring in, birth certificates or other documents that you might find, you might think you might need, but they don't actually have to be there.
Okay.
What about your police record? You need that?
So for non-immigrant visas, a police record is not necessary in most cases unless an officer has asked for you specifically to bring it in. But children under the age of 15 don't require police certificates regardless, no matter if it's non-immigrant or immigrant visas. So,
or even work permit, you don't require.
That varies. So it depends on what type of visa that you're getting, and specifically what circumstances that you're going to the United States for. Basically, when you go in, if you go to our website, that's going to be let me. Oh no, I'm messing it up. U.S. Embassy.
I tell you what, we get back to that. So listen, just continue to listen. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah,
you see?
my brain. I'm giving a brain fart right now.
Just one more question.
Yes.
Just one more question, please.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. There is on the requirement, it says that you need a copy of both invitation of marriage for both for both families. Does that refer to the invitation card that you give out at your wedding, before your wedding?
As far as I know, I'm not familiar with any such requirement. The H-4 requires that you have a genuine relationship with the principal applicant. So whatever the officer requires to determine that is what you'll need to produce. But we don't specifically require any documentation.
Okay.
Okay, and let me go ahead and tell you the website. Let me redeem myself a little bit here. It's going to be kingston.usembassy.gov.
Okay.
And on that website, anybody who's listening can find out for any type of visa class that they're applying for, what kind of documentation we might require, or what the process might be like for applying for a certain type of visa. So a lot of the questions that people might have regarding their visas or the visa process, the answers to those are going to be found on our website. It's kingston.usembassy.gov.
So it's kingston.usembassy.gov.
Yep, and I think Vernon has a link to that on his Facebook page as well.
Okay. All right, we have John on the line. Let's go to John. Good morning, how are you?
Hey, morning.
Yes, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Mary.
Hey, that beautiful parish of St. Mary, man. It's
yeah.
Beauty to the eye, for the eyes to behold. Good to have you.
Thank you. Right, John, listen. This is John, right? To Darby.
Yes.
I have a case, right, where my processing was completed by the NVC, right?
Okay.
NVC, National Visa
that's the National
Center.
Visa Center, yes.
Yes, and we're waiting for a date from the embassy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been completed since October last year.
Okay. So, John, this is Terry. Terry responding to your question here. Thanks for calling in this morning. So, basically, there's a couple of processes that are going on at the same time when you apply for a visa, especially if you're applying an immigrant visa, especially if you're applying from overseas. A lot of the documentation that you send, it goes up to the United States. It starts to get processed. Forms have to be turned in and signed. And I mean, you're aware of the process already, I think, since you're at this stage of setting your appointment. And then once it's done with NVC, it comes down to us. The whole visa packet is sent through the mail in a box to us, and we go through those boxes. We sort through everything, and we start scheduling appointments. So if you haven't gotten your appointment yet, a couple of things could be happening. Usually, just with the fact that we have to process these and that we do it in the order that we receive them. So I can't speak specifically to your case because I don't have the information to do that at this point. But I will tell you, if NVC has contacted you and told you that that Kingston has your documentation, that we're in the process of getting all that sorted through and getting to your appointment date. If you, sir.
So I was asking, could I give you my information off here, and you probably could just check to see where it's at?
Yeah, so the best thing for you to do is going to be to email us. That's the best way to contact us and to check on the status of your application and of your petition. Okay, so I'm going to give you an email address right now, and are you ready to write it down?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be Kingston IV at state, STATE.gov. So that's Kingston IV at state.gov. And that's going to be the best place if you're wondering about the status of your application, of your petition, if you are wondering if you have all the right documentation, if you're worried about anything along those lines and we have your file, then you're going to email that email address. And we'll be able to help you. And you can tell them that you talked to Terry on Vernon's show, and she asked you to send in an email, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to get at it right now.
Great. Thank you for calling in.
All the best.
Welcome.
You have a wonderful day, and thanks for calling.
Thanks, and same to you.
All right. Let's go to our next caller now. Miss Brown, how are you? Miss Brown, how you doing?
Hello, hi.
I was wondering why you're not answering me as you don't like me at all.
I am so sorry.
Where are you calling from now?
I'm in Crossroads.
Ah, that's nearby. All right, and I want to talk to our guests.
Yes, I want to ask 2 questions. Yes, my children.
That's Joseph Kim and Terry Day.
Yes, Joseph and Terry. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Brown.
Yes, I'm sending my children because they are over age for me to take them to the embassy, right? Can I send them in, like you saw them, can I let them tell them to go in at one time or separately?
So you can, they can go in alone or they can go in together. It's up to you and your children to decide. How old are your children?
21 and 23.
Okay, so yeah, they would be adults, so they are welcome to apply on their own. Yes. If you do wish to accompany them, we don't have any rules that stop you from accompanying them.
Okay, so I could come in with them.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. One more thing now. So, can any normal person applied for job in the U.S.? If it is so, how you applied and what is the procedure?
Oh, so morning, Ms. Brown. This is Terry.
Yes.
So there are visas available for people who would like to work in the United States. There are many different kinds of visa types that have different requirements for each one. And so for that information, I would point you again to the website, which is going to be kingston.usembassy.gov. We have programs where people go to work and do hotel work. We have people who do farm work. We have all kinds of programs. So it's not really something I would even feel confident having to remember all of the classes right now with you, but there's a lot of information. It's all available on our website, and that process would be a non-immigrant visa process. So you would apply for a non-immigrant visa, and like I said, the requirements, they vary from visa class to visa class.
So we can go on the website. We can hold some remember all the website thing. So could I just go on the embassy website and find it on there?
Yes, ma'am. Certainly. You can go on our website, and we have links to all the different kinds of visa categories. Like I was saying earlier a little bit, what kind of requirements are for each one, because they do have different requirements, and what the process is like for applying for those types of visas.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good day. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Time is just... Okay, listen, time is just slipping by.
Flies when you're having fun, Vernon.
Yes. Joseph, before you were talking about the U.S. Embassy Library right here in Kingston, Jamaica, and that students, not just students, all of us, including myself, that we can make use of that library. But if you're going to use that library on a regular basis, well, whether you're going to use it or not on a regular basis, I think it's probably a good idea to become a member. I think you can become a member, right? You can register.
Absolutely. And once you have that membership card, you can just come in without making an appointment.
Oh, that's good. So just walk me through now. What are the procedures to follow if you want to become a member of that library, you want to make use of all the facilities there?
Okay, it's a very simple process. You just need to submit an application form with 2 passport-size photos, and you can go to our website, kingston.usembassy.gov/IRC2 at HTML, and the application form is there. And once you fill out the application form, you can send it to us or bring it in, and you can call to make an appointment at 876-702-6172, or email the IRC itself at kingstonirc@state.gov. And once you get your membership card, you can just come in and use the facilities. And they're really nice facilities. I use them myself. There's a lot of good books to read. So
there are computers there with internet access. And I just want to add that the library hours are from Tuesday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So it's like Joseph was saying, it's a great resource. We went to an elementary school here. I'm kind of blanking on the name a little bit, but the principal was telling us that she had started doing research for some of the projects that she wanted to do in her school using the library at the embassy, and then branched out from there. And it was a great way to see, these are resources available to people in the community so that they can, start whatever projects or whatever, things they're working on, and then go out into the community and then take it from there and kind of run with it. And that was something really great to see.
So, Terry, when you become a member of this library, you can also access the facilities using the internet. You don't have to actually go there physically.
That I am not entirely sure about. I think most of our resources are books, hard copies of things, magazines.
Right,
So it's probably we have a lot of SAT and ACT prep books, things like that. Most of those things are hard copies, and they better served if you go in. I'm not sure what kind of electronic resources that we have, but you can email us and ask us. That's kingstonirc@state.gov, or go on our website, like Joseph mentioned, and look at the information that's available there for resources or available documents or things like that at the library.
I do know you have a very this is not connected to that library though, but you have another site I think operated by the U.S. government. It's very informative. It gives information about various countries. That's at www.cia.gov/library. So that is a site that listeners can go to get information. All right. Okay, let's now go down to Pauline. How are you? Where is Pauline coming from? Where is calling from? I wonder if it's Manchester.
Oh, no, good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Darby. I'm calling from Nigani.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good to have you.
Good morning, Terry and Joseph. Good morning. Question I would like to ask. When you apply for like a U.S. Visitor visa and the address that you give that you're going, suppose you don't want to go to that address, like you were going to Virginia, you don't want to go. Suppose you want to go to Florida. Is that a problem?
Well, thanks for calling, and we'll be happy to answer your question.
Okay.
So on the application, we're asking you to give us your plans for the visa. Plans change, and the visa is good to go anywhere in the U.S. We're just asking that you apply with the most honest answer you have. So if you are thinking at the time you're going to go to New York, put down New York. If plans change and you decide you're going to go to Florida instead, it happens, and that's fine.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, and you have a wonderful day. Well, Chekivo, how are you, Chekivo? Where are you calling from?
At work, at my desk.
You called to give me trouble there.
No.
By the way, don't talk too loud, Don't talk too loudly at all. Keep quiet. No, but the boss said no, but you need the information, so you have to get the information. So
yes.
By the way, I hope they're not
I'm in
listening.
Kingston.
I hope they're not listening, on air. They will hear you.
He's not going to say too much about it.
Take time talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was listening a while ago and I was talking about the library, which would be very helpful for me since I'll be doing international business as a minor in university. But I did not get the email address correctly because I was talking so fast.
Oh, okay. Hi, good morning, Chiquivo. That was my fault. I get excited. I'm kind of a nerd. I get excited about these kinds of things. But I'll be happy to give you the information. So the email address is going to be kingstonirc@state.gov. And did you get that?
Yes, I got that.
Great. And the website for the application form is kingston.usembassy.gov, and then you're going to do a /IRC2.html. And if you go to kingston.usembassy.gov, you'll be able to, there's going to be a menu, and you can select, information resource center, and then you can go from there. So you don't have to necessarily type that exactly in. If you just go to the main website, there'll be a link to it so you can follow it through.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, one other question. A friend of mine recently visited the embassy. I know it's not an entitlement, it's more like a privilege, being given a visa. She works part-time and she is going to school, but the consular officer told her that she should wait until she finished school to come back and apply for a visitor's visa.
Okay. So,
Joseph, okay.
I'd be happy to answer a call, and I'm very happy to see that you're interested in the IRC. Hopefully you'll tell your friends about it as well.
Yes, I will.
Okay. I can't speak to her specific case because we don't have the information in front of us. But in general, there is, we don't give specific time limits. We don't tell you have to apply in a year, a month, or so on. You're welcome to apply at any time. What we do suggest is that you reapply when there's a material or significant change since your last interview. So, if something happens, that's a big event in your life. These are just examples, when people finish school, get a new job, a promotion, get married. It can be in the professional or personal realm. Those might be times for you to reflect and think, maybe it's time for me to reapply. So when the officer said she needed to finish school, it wasn't, I don't think they meant come when you finish school. The idea is that, when you finish school, that might mark a time when something has changed. It doesn't mean she has to wait. She believes if she's qualified now or in the future before.
I think she is, because she went with Vernon's philosophy, the document of truth, and she didn't get it.
Again, I can't talk about her specific case. I'm just but yeah, no.
Why are you giving me truth?
No, but that's great. It's great that she's.
Vernon said document of truth, and that's what she did.
It's great that she's telling the truth. Sometimes, sometimes we don't issue the visa not because of anything. We're not saying that what an applicant says is untrue or what they're doing anything wrong. Sometimes they just aren't qualified for the visa, and they may be in the future. So again, if she believes that she is qualified, she's welcome to apply at any time. But I think that's what the officer meant when he said, come back when you're done with school.
Okay. Alrighty then, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, today you made me laugh.
Alright.
You have a wonderful day, and thanks.
I was the one who asked you to post your thing online, your final, your closing statement.
Oh, so you know what? I should not allow you to come on the program because you have given me more work. Well, that reminds, I must post. When I posted the one yesterday, so I'm going to post the one for today later on.
Okay.
I think you're collecting them, right?
Yes.
I figured as much.
Alrighty, thank you.
Alright, you have a wonderful day. Let's now go to Arlene. Arlene, you know the song? I must have dreamed. She had dreamed. She's not dreaming. She's actually... Is it Arlene?
Yes, Mr. Darby.
Oh, good to have you. And where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling from St. Elizabeth.
Praise the Lord.
Good morning, Terry and Joseph.
Good morning. Good morning, Arlene.
Okay, I have a question for you, please. I filed a waiver, and I was advised last May to go ahead and redo my medical and my police report, and I'm supposed to fill out 2 forms online, 2 days, 260 forms, for me and my son, and register with DHL. I've done the police report already, but I've not done the medical. Is it too late for me to do it?
So good morning, Arlene again. So this is, I'm assuming, an immigrant visa petition, right?
Correct.
Okay. So yes, if you were advised to get a new medical and redo your documentation after you'd applied for a waiver, generally speaking, that would mean that you're just waiting on that documentation before we can move on with the application, whatever the result might be. So what I would suggest to you is to email the email address, the immigrant visa section at the embassy. That's going to be kingstonIV@statestate.gov, and they're going to be able to tell you for sure what you need to bring or what you need to send in.
The waiver has been approved.
Sure. But so your question was about the timeline, right?
Right.
Right.
Because it takes 1 year.
Right. So that's where I don't want to get too specific because I'm not sure exactly what your timeline is. But I will say, generally speaking, that if you have documentation pending, if you need documents that you have to bring in, you have a year from the time that we've given you. The paper, we give you a sheet that says we need this, this, and this. You have a year from that time to get those documents into us before you have any issues. Okay, so if you want to double check, I would send an email personally. If it were me, I would send an email and say, okay, I'm getting the medical or the police certificate, what have you, and is this the last thing that I need, or do I need anything else? Because you don't want to send it in and then come to find out, you still...
But that's what I was told. I'm supposed to do the police report, the medical,
sure.
and the DS-260 form.
Mm-hmm.
One more question.
Okay.
When I do the medical, it's going to be sent to you from the medical facility. The DS-260 will be sent online. How do I send the police report to you people?
So, I'm sorry, I missed your question. So, you have the police certificate, or you were going to ask if...
I read on the police certificate. But I'm saying to you, when I do the medical, it's going to be sent to you from the medical facility.
So that...
The DS-260 form will be sent to you online. Otherwise, sent in the police report.
Right. So the medical, there's two ways that it's done, because Andrews handles the medicals. Either they send it directly to us, or they contact you, you pick it up, and then you send it to us. I can't tell you, I don't know which way they're going to do it, because it varies depending on a lot of different circumstances. So I will tell you that if they contact you to pick it up, then you should pick it up and then send it to us. If they, if they say we're going to send it to you, they're going to send it to us directly, then they'll do that. Either way, we're going to need that before we're going to be able to, continue processing the immigrant visa petition.
And after I submit all those, I'll get a date to come in with the passport.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I missed that last part.
After filling all those documents, I'll get a date to come with the passport.
Do you still have your passport?
No, you were saying that after you've given all those documents, they'll now give you a date to bring in your passport. Sorry, she actually.
Right. So if you have your passport, you should send it in along with your medical and your police certificate. You should send it in to us. You don't have to wait for us to ask for it. You can go ahead and send everything in.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Right. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
I have another question, but you can listen. Terry, if you pick up the police report, I would assume that it would be in a sealed envelope.
The police report, I don't believe it's in a sealed envelope. I can't say for certain because it's done before we see it. It's given to us by our local staff. I don't believe it's in a sealed envelope, but they give it. But the medical definitely is in a sealed envelope, and you're not going to want to open that.
That's what I'm getting.
That one is going to be in a sealed envelope for sure. You're not going to want to open it because if you open it before we get it, it could, you might have to go get it done again. It could be very troublesome. So anything that we tell you not to open, or somebody or another agency tells you not to open, the police or the hospital, you don't want to open that because it's just going to cause you a headache and money spent in the long run.
Persons might be tempted to open it just to see what is in it. That's why I mentioned it. All right, going to go for the break right now. When we come back, probably we'll just have to say thank you very much. Probably only have another time. Take another call, or let's go to Adrian. Adrian, how are you? Where are you calling from?
Morning, Consul.
Good morning. Good morning, Adrian.
Morning. Good to have you. Morning.
What's the process re-admission process? How long will that take? Say from October, but up to now.
Hold on, you say admission for what? I'm trying to understand you.
Admin, like it's going through admin processes, re-immigration.
So Hey, Adrian. I'm just going to try to get a little bit more detail from you. So you're talking about an immigrant visa process right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've gotten an administrative processing message, that can mean a number of things. It depends. It varies from situation to situation. So I can't tell you for sure how long it's going to take. If you've emailed us and you've gotten that response, I would say wait a couple of weeks, then email again, and then see what they say, and maybe you can get more information that way.
All right. We have to leave you now, you see. It's all the best, and you take care, and thanks for calling. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 80 FM. Gotta go for the break, soon come back. Don't move.
You deserve to be surrounded by beauty and elegance. At Creative Building Finishes, we create your haven, transform your space, add class and value to your home or office. Set the stage for high glamour with marble and travertine tiles. Create a look of elegance with stylish porcelain, ceramic floor and wall tiles, and bathroom fixtures and accessories. Bold, compelling, dramatic, make a fashion statement. Tile with confidence. Tile with Creative Building Finishes Limited, 62 Hagley Park Road, 929-5553. Visit our website. Also become a fan on Facebook. Your beautiful finish begins here.
Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM. It's Ask the Consul. And, lady and gentlemen, final point we want to make. What about you, Terry?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say the email again for Adrian who called in. It's going to be kingstoniv@state.gov. And also, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Naya. Her birthday was yesterday. She's 29.
I hope she had a wonderful day.
I'm sure she did.
Thank you very much, Terry Day. And also, thank you very much, Joseph Kim.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Hope to have you soon. Again.
Yeah, certainly.
We'll be back.
Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Have a